What is up, everyone? Nokia 31 here. Got a little bit of a treat for you. Some Lamar Jackson experience in Regs. Old neglected Regs. Poor Regs. Unloved, unappreciated, scorned, ignored. But what can you do? With the great irony of it is that Madden is not programmed for MUT. It really isn't. And you can tell when you play MUT and when you play Regs. It, I've said this before. I've mentioned this on. I've been on a podcast binge lately as far as being a participant, which is weird. I've included I've included a link to the 40 Nickel podcast that I participated in about a week ago. Had a lot of fun doing it. It is hosted by Zulu and Clockwork Man. You'll see their information below, so you guys can follow them. They're both on Twitter. And I addressed that again, basically saying that playing Madden is almost like playing 2 or 3 different games between MUT, between comp setting, between sim setting with regs and all of that. It's really bizarre. And I was also mentioning or talking about regs with Shopmaster, who is on Twitch, or who was on Twitch this morning, playing some regs games as well. And it's just interesting. And really, it's a little bit awkward, especially this time of year when you're going from playing some Ultimate Team games and everyone's a 99 overall and everyone's so fast. The number one thing that I noticed, like right here in MUT, that's a 99 speed safety at linebacker in a nickel package subbed in. He'd be able to run Lamar Jackson down like a dog. But the talent discrepancy and the speed discrepancies are so much wider in regs that, Lamar Jackson's going to outrun virtually any linebacker in the league to the edge. On a zone read keep. I'm running the spread playbook with the Ravens here. And I have the wide receivers. I have Hollywood Brown outside. I was thinking of putting him in the slot to be the RPO and jet sweep guy. But he has the best deep route running rating on the team. So the slot is actually fast Willie Snead. And I have Roberts on there on the other side. I did not reorder the depth chart, so I don't have Mark Andrews in at tight end for this game. But yeah, this was fun. The field seems so much more open. Not perfect because Madden is still going to be Madden, as we all know. But you can actually take advantage of matchups in regs. There are players with regular teams that are damn near unstoppable. You can't cover Tyreek Hill, for example. Deshaun Watson is a pain in the ass to stop, as is Russell Wilson, as is Lamar Jackson, because you can't split. It's a lot harder to put a guy who's fast enough to spy them on the field. And also, the way contains can be cut blocked, they're much more difficult. Here's the Dallas Cowboys here with their damn fortress of an offensive line. The Ravens don't have a star pass rusher, and he has time to playmaker Amari Cooper there. So stuff like that. I like seeing abilities on offensive linemen, and not just stacked to the skill position players. You see the Ravens, too, they also have 2 superstar players on their offensive line. So what you have is an environment where there's no such thing as a perfect team. You only have what you have. There goes fast Willie Snead. Again, if that was MUT, that's a 90-something plus speed athlete that's able to get to there. But, in regs, he's just not quite quick enough to diagnose what's happening. He's just a little bit late, and he doesn't have the speed to track him down, even though that was Jalen Smith, one of the more athletic linebackers in the mode, in regs. But yeah, I like playing with the Ravens. You have Earl and you have Marlon Humphrey out there. You don't have the best pass rush in the world. Linebackers are okay as far as athleticism are concerned. And I can actually play some quarters with them. Some teams you can't play quarters with at all. You have what you have and you got to make it work. Jimmy Smith, they have, what's his name? Marcus Peters as well. They can all play press and man coverage. So I'll play press quarters with them, as you can see there. And again, that's just a case of, I thought I sent the defender, but I did not. So that's annoying. It's just way too easy to escape the pocket. It's so hard to keep players in the pocket in this game. But there's Earl being Johnny on the spot there on Tavon Austin. So, you know, this guy's a typical Cowboys guy. They're not quite as deadly in the ground game, even though they do have those beast offensive linemen. Zeke is not a guy that has armbar anymore, so he's not quite as potent, and there's a sack there. Mr. Judon, as he decided to go for it there on 4th down for God knows what reason. So we're trying to score here. Again, we're staying in doubles, and we have plenty of room there to run the shallow cross to Mr. Snead. He's not going to be in cover 2 pinch blitz mode. Going to run a little fork concept there to your right. The corner to the outside, he clears that space. And I'm able to hit the corner out behind him because, again, the safety does not relate to number 2. That should be a pattern match cover 2 concept there. Any cover 2 that has soft squats is supposed to be a pattern reading cover 2, but they've never really quite programmed that right. The outside corner will match number 1 vertical as he should. If he's the sole vertical, number 2 does not cut to the flat. If number 2 cuts to the flat, the soft squat corner traps the flat, and the safety's job is to then climb over the top of number 1. So let's say you have a post and a flat route combo. The safety's job is to top number 1 on the post as the corner traps number 2 after he disguises that he's going to carry number 1. And on that deep fork concept, of course, the safety never gets never gets off the hash and is able to relate to the deep corner, leaving it wide open. So anyway, he's up 14-13, and basically the theme of this game, the theme of so many other Madden games, make him pass, and the chances of him being good enough to hurt you consistently, making a read, is going to be slim. So I got a score here. I'm certain he's in quarters here. This is a good 2-high beater, and sure enough, he is in quarters. So we have our Mills concept there. That variation has the square in, and instead of just a straight post route, it's a corner post. And if you're going to be playing off coverage there on a Hollywood Brown, it's a roasting. So easy touchdown there once that safety was cleared out, and we're going to cash in on the 2-point conversions. Now we just got to stop him here and ice this bad boy away. He's going to try to run the ball again, as usual. Did a pretty good job there, and of course he's going to no huddle, so he's just in annoying mode. We're going to man up Cooper, and he tries to motion him. He did this a lot. I tried to change my coverage again. I have to bail out to account for the fact that the defense does not really shift the motion that well, as far as secondary players is concerned. But he's blind as a bat and forced the ball into the flat. But anyway, he's back on the march again. He's going to be in trips offset tight end. Everything's covered. He's going to force it. Well, he had someone breaking in over the middle late, but he already panicked, and he wanted the shallower route, and he just didn't really understand what he was looking at. So we sack him, and we're in pretty good shape here. So we're going to try to go to work here and run behind Yonda. Going to make him defend zone read here. We get the give read, and look at that space. That's just beautiful. The Cowboys do not have stout block shedding up front, and again, it's that case of what you got in your squad is what you got. You don't have Superman all over the field. So we're going to do it again, and we have this cavernous hole there to run through. But Ingram does not quite have the breakaway burst to house that bad boy. But we are knocking on the door, and we have a 2-possession lead, pretty much guaranteed here, really. So again, just going to punch it here, zone split. Again, look at that gaping hole. So we're up 28-14. So yeah, up 2 scores. Now he can run the ball as much as he wants, as long as we don't give up large chunk plays like this. We'll be fine because he's going to run out of time. But he pops that one again, which was irritating. And here we're just going to get a press break. He just gets beat off the line. That time he does not hold up. So he's knocking on the door. So here comes the run again. We know it's coming. Just pound him in the backfield. Get him going backwards. Again, same thing. Try to run it again. Does not get a good block by the wide receiver there in the corner. So tackle for loss. And this is his 3rd and 8 call with under 2 minutes left in the game. That is terrible. But when you are afraid to pass because the game never really forced you to learn how to pass, and you have to struggle to complete 50% of your passes, that's how your game ends. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.